अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। आज की इस वीडियो में वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस फ्रैक्शंस एंड एज यू नो इट इज़ द मोस्ट यूजफुल टॉपिक ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स. एंड व्हाई डू वी नीड फ्रैक्शंस? It's simple. Whenever we want to represent any part of something in numbers, we have to use fractions. How do we do that? Let's learn this in this example or in this skill of IXL. The code of the skill is YPL. So you can simply search it in the search bar and you will have this skill for practicing. First, let me open this example here. Okay, so what is written? What fraction of the shape is green? Out of this shape, what fraction is shaded green? You need to write this in fraction. Well, you can see that. Let me show you how do we solve this. Just look at this. What they are doing, count the number of equal parts. If you look at this figure, how many pieces do you see in this figure? How, in equal parts, this figure has been divided. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So there are 10 equal parts. For fraction, it is very important that you are making equal parts of something. So you have total 10 parts in this figure. Now what the second thing is? Count the number of green parts. If you look at the question, you are supposed to find the shaded region which is green. So that's why we have to count the number of equal pieces that are green, right? So let's count together. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 green parts out of total 10 parts. So we can simply say that we have 3 out of 10 equal parts that are green, right? So how do we write this as fraction? We can simply write 3 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator. So this is how we can represent the part of anything. We simply divide the whole object in equal parts and then we count the number of parts shaded. We write that in numerator and we count the total number of pieces in the shape and we write that in the denominator. So here how we can represent the green part of this figure in fraction. Okay, this is very simple skill. So let's practice now. Again, you are supposed to find the fraction of this purple region. So first, what will you say? You will count the total number of pieces you have, equal pieces you have in this figure. So let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have total 10 parts. Okay, so we first mention this bar which represent the numerator, which separates numerator and denominator. So in denominator we have written that 10 because this figure has 10 total parts. Then out of these 10 total parts, how many parts are purple? Well, you can easily count them, 1 and 2. So 2 are purple, so we write 2 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator because 2 are the shaded parts and 10 are the total parts, right? So this is how we represent any shaded part of given figure in fractions. Let's submit it. Well done. Again we have different type of shape, but the method will be same. Again you will count the total number of equal parts and the shaded parts. Let me give the wrong answer so that we can have an example and we can understand it from there. So what they are counting first? Count the number of equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 equal parts. Now what we are going to find? Count the number of green parts. How many green parts are there? 1 and 2. So there are 2 green parts. So how do we write its fraction? 2 green parts, so 2 should be in the numerator and 5 in the denominator because there are total 5 equal parts. So this is the fraction of this green region. Okay, let me just make the question quite difficult so that we can discuss each and everything in this video. Okay, which shape shows the fraction 1/8? Now you are supposed to select out of these four figures which is 1/8. 1/8 means there should be one shaded part because 1 is in numerator. So this figure has 1 in numerator. This figure is also has one shaded part, and this figure has again one shaded part. So out of these three figures, any one should be 1/8. But how do we identify which one of these? We have to look at the denominator. What is the denominator? Denominator is 8. So we have to look for the figure which is divided in 8 equal parts. So let's start with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It has more than 8 equal parts. So this should not be 1/8. So again, let's count in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is not 1/8 because it has 5 equal parts. Now look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. It has 8 equal parts, so the denominator should be 8, and it has one colored part, so the numerator should be 1. So that means 1/8 is represented or shown with this shape because it has one colored part out of total 8 equal parts. So let me submit this. Brilliant. So you can easily answer this, that this is the right answer because 1 is the shaded part in this out of total 6 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. Why this is not the right answer? It has one shaded part, but it does not have 6 equal parts, but it has 5 equal parts. So this should be the right answer. I hope you have understood this skill. So just note down this this code YPL and go to your IXL and just write this in your search bar, and you will have your skill in front of you. Thank you so much. Just go and practice.